Yo guys, One Piece chapter 1168 is out, so let's go over it. The title of the chapter is Elbas now, and guys, I'm just gonna let you guys know from the beginning, this chapter is very depressing, bro. Like, for me, this is like, yeah, one of the most depressing chapters in this flashback. I think this is only second to the Rox's flashback, the when Rox died chapter. I think it was in 1166. So yeah, this flashback, bro, this is kind of sad, this flashback. Anyway, guys, in this chapter, like basically like Ada, sadly, bro, like she passes away, and yeah, Loki again lost someone close to him, and like first Loki lost his idol Roxizivik, and now Loki like again lost his mother figure Ada, and yeah, man. And when it comes to flashbacks, Oda has no mercy for anyone, bro. Like this is crazy, like. So yeah, man, like Loki's flashback is just keep getting sadder and sadder, and bro, like that doesn't stop here, bro. By the end of this chapter, like the way it sets up, like Loki is being forced to kill his father. This is insane, bro. Like Loki, bro, this man has gone through way too much, bro. Like anyway, guys, without further ado, let's go over the chapter. One Piece chapter 1168. The title is Elba Snow. In the cover request, we see Hachi playing on the snow, bro. Like I wonder if it's the Elba, if Hachi is in Elba or no. Hachi is playing with in the snow with a family of sheep, and yeah, it looks cool, bro. Like it's great to see this cover request, unique cover request, bro. Other than that, bro, I'm waiting for the new cover story. So yeah, anyway, guys, without further ado, let's go over the chapter now. The chapter starts off exactly 15 years ago, and we see that King Harald's efforts are being slowly paying off. Like King Harald's like the way King Harald was working hard for the world government to get recognition for the giants, and so that Elbaf can join the world government and get into good terms with the other countries and become allies with other nations. And King Harald's hard work was slowly paying off. We can see that people are now becoming more friendly with giants, and they're open to relation with giants. Like they're like agreeing to like come forward and form connections with the giants, and we see people all over the world like they're like talking about the giants and how the Elbaf seafood is super popular, and we see that the quality of cedar in Elbaf is really top notch, and so we see everyone like very like welcoming Elbaf slowly, because of King Harald and also the giants who joined the navy. People are now like recognizing the giants as being friendly. Before they used to be scared of them, like. So yeah, we see King Harald's like hard work slowly paying off, and we again then cut away to Elbaf New World, and we see that King Harald is like having a rally with where he is announcing that they should build like sightseeing ships so that people can freely visit their so that other people can come and visit, and we see all the Elbaf giants like they're all in. It's a like a big rally, here King Harald is like using a mic, and he's announcing that we're actually a rare minority from the perspective of the outside world, but there are many nations out there with a wide variety of races coexisting. This is thanks to a culture of mutual respect. Let's join the larger world and make new friends and grow in knowledge together. That sounds great. And yeah, King Harald is basically like telling people of Elbaf to like be welcoming and friendly to the other people coming to Elbaf, so that they can be good terms with everyone. We see that King Harald continues with it that we're one step away and our future has never been brighter. So yeah, and we also see the giants like talking among themselves how they're like they're pondering about if it's better to like ditch the warrior like culture altogether. Like they're like becoming more peaceful, and they're like wanting to like reform themselves and be more friendly terms, and they want to like get rid of their warrior like culture, and we see King Harald like having an inner monologue to himself, and he's like he's like thanking Ada for like because it was because of her that King Harald was able to come this far, like his dream is slowly coming true. And we cut away to the Walrus School, and where we see like the kids are playing, and King Harald and Saul are like sitting on a branch of tree, and they're like watching over, and Harold is like thanking Saul for like building this school, and Harold is like saying that, and it's better to have people focus on like knowledge and stuff rather than fighting, and Saul like agrees with him, and it's great to see like King Harold, bro. Like I get what you're trying to say, bro. Like about totally foregoing like having no military like might and just completely going with the peace route is like it's not good. Like you need to have like some sort of military power to like fight off like when it's necessary. Like being like too passive is not good. Like you need to have a balance between like peace and military might. And we then see that King Harold and Saul continue their conversation, and Saul like ask Harold like, but ain't you afraid you've lost something here, Harold? And Harold says, I don't believe that military power is what makes a country strong anymore. Like Harold says that he's like completely like switched up. Like he doesn't believe that the military power like helps the country anymore. Like it's crazy. Like he's just completely foregoing that culture. And Harold is like thanking Ada that it's because of her that he understood what's actually important. And bro, like this is the most depressing part of the chapter, bro. At the end of the last chapter, I was hoping, fingers crossed, that Ada would survive, and she somehow like she managed to like survive that poison. But nah, man. Like as King Harold is like thanking Ada, we cut away to a grave where with Ada's name on it, and this is just sad to see, bro. Like, and Harold says that meeting her was the greatest blessing of his life, and we then cut back to a flashback. This is like crazy, bro. We're already in a flashback, and we're going inside a flashback of another flashback, like where we see that Ada and King Harold are like talking to themselves. This is like when this flashback is to when the day Ada died. We cut back to that day, and we see Ada and King Harold like talking inside the tavern, and they're having a conversation among themselves. Like Ada tells King Harold that Elbaf really has changed a lot. When I first came here, there was tons of internal conflict. It was scary, and Ada is like telling King Harold that it was because of him that so many things changed. Like Elbaf changed for the better, and King Harold like says that it was because of Ada as well. Ada helped him, helped changing him. Like King Harold used to be a brute back in the day, but after meeting Ada, like Harold changed. So it's great to see their dynamic, bro. Like, bro, like Ada, bro, she really grew on me. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like when we first met her at the circus, bro, like I didn't actually like her that much, like, but her personality and character like slowly grew on me, bro. Like, yeah, I'm gonna miss her, bro. Like it's crazy, bro. Like it's just sad to see, bro. Like the moms in One Piece, they're never safe from Oda, bro. Like Oda like has like no tolerance with moms, bro. Like especially in a flashback, oof, man, they're cooked, bro. In this flashback, we already have like 3 moms dead, bro. Like it's crazy. Like we have Shanks' mom and Loki's biological mom, Estrid, and now Ada as well, bro. Like maybe Teach's mom as well died during this flashback, but we didn't get to see it. But it's crazy to think that, And anyway, we see that Ada and King Harold are continuing their conversation, and we see that King Harold like is telling Ada that the old customs, our backward traditions, all of those bad practices from the warrior era will be thrown away. And Ada tells King Harold that, oh, but I kind of like the whole warrior's pride part. So it's really cool. You should cherish your culture. Like Ada, despite like wanting peace, like Ada still like thinks that the warrior pride is cool. To have little bit of warrior spirit and like that vibe and culture is like good. Like not, it's to completely forego of the culture. Warrior culture is like it might backfire later. When it needed. And Harold says that Harold has like completely made up his mind on how he wants to run Elbaf and his point of view on how the culture should change. Harold says that, don't you get it, Ada? It's a very culture that's kept us from marrying. I can't accept it. Hehehe. Bro, like about Harold and Ada, bro. Like I want to have a discussion with Harold, bro. Like if you were the king of Elbaf, bro, like why do you have to listen to some elders like for to marry Ada, bro. Like this, I can't accept, bro. Like this is crazy, bro. Like you're telling that the old culture and old tradition should not be, like you don't want to follow the old culture and tradition, but here you're doing the exact same thing, and you're listening to the elders and not marrying Ada just because she's from outside of Elbaf. This is crazy, bro. Like Harold, bro. Like you need to have a checkup, bro. Like some of the things you did in this chapter, bro, is just absolutely like unforgivable, bro. Right? It's just the beginning, bro. Then for like Harold's downfall in this chapter, bro. It's crazy, bro. And we see that Ada is like very happy that Harold thinks of her that way. Like Harold always tried to like marry her and make her his legal wife, but it was never possible because of the elders and the tradition. But Ada is like happy that Harold thinks of her in that way, you know. So she's like very, she's thanking Harold for that. And we then see that Ada tells him that it's good enough for her that King Harold thinks of her that way. Like that's what has made her keep going for so long, you know. But then King Harold like tells Ada that you're almost there, right? Ada is like telling King Harold like you're almost there, right? That's right, Ada. It won't be long. King Harold says it won't be long. Soon we'll be connected with the whole world. Our world will be tens of thousands of times bigger. Then we can go on traveling together just like the old days. And bro, just when that King Harold says that, Ada says that sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to it. And as they both touch their hands, like Ada's hand like slowly falls off, and King Harold loses the grip of her hand, and she's dead, bro. Like it's the end of her. Rest in peace, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like it's just heartbreaking to see, bro. Like bro, just when you think that Ada could have survived, bro, like she was smiling just a minute ago, and the next moment she was gone, bro. Like it's crazy, bro, how easily like Oda can like off a character in a flashback, bro. Like it's insane, man. Like Ada, rest in peace, bro. Like one of the best moms in One Piece. I mean, top G, bro. Like top, bro. Like Loki's real mom, bro. Like Loki, bro. Like Loki, I feel really bad for Loki. Like we see King Harold getting out of the tavern, and we see the Hajjudin and the other giant warrior pirates are waiting outside. And as soon as King Harold comes outside, we see Hajjudin running inside, and like he sees his mother Ada dead. Bro, like it's great. It's just heartbreaking to see. This is just really sad to see, bro. Like we see Hajjudin crying, and we also see a road there, and we see like and in the prison, bro, we see Loki has been imprisoned because of his actions of destroying the village that poisoned Ada, his biological mom's village, the brewer village. Loki destroyed it, so he got imprisoned because of that. So and that's why Loki couldn't even be there for Ada during her last moments, you know. Bro, this is just sad to see, bro. My man Loki, he has gone through way too much, and we see that there is like crazy amount of snowfall. There was like crazy amount of snowfall that day when Ada died, you know. And we see like Loki having a dark shade under his face, and he's just putting his helmet down, you know. Like Loki, he knows that something bad is about to happen because that poison was really deadly. So yeah, man, like it's just sad to see overall, bro. Like and anyway guys, now bro, the craziest part of the chapter begins, bro. Like we cut back to now 14 years ago, the year King Harald died. So like this is where the end of King Harald begins now, you know. Like Ada's death was like the start of the downfall of King Harald, you know. Like and we continue from there. We see 14 years ago, the Holy Land of in the Holy Land of Maryjoyce, we see King Harald is visiting the Five Elders, and we see that the Five Elders are telling Harald that Shanks failed to complete his last mission and he went missing, and so that's why they have decided to like promote King Harald to the Holy Knight's rank, you know. And King Harald says that he will gladly accept that rank because that will help Elbaf join the world government, you know. He thinks that, bro. Like, and about Shanks, bro, like this is insane, bro. Like this man Shanks, he came to the Holy Land, he helped Fisher Tiger and the slaves to escape, he learned about IMU, and he betrayed his father, he tricked everyone in the world government, I think most probably he came to the Holy Land to learn about the Nika fruit, after, I think this was after Roger told him something. When he came from Laftel, Roger told something to Shanks, and Shanks started crying. So I think Roger told Shanks something about this mission, like this mission could be related to that, or something like happened between Shanks and Blackbeard confrontation, because this happens. Shanks went to the Holy Land right after he got scarred by Blackbeard, so maybe Blackbeard told him something, or he got to learn something during that fight with Blackbeard, and that's why he came to the Holy Land. And it's crazy, bro. Like, this man Shanks, bro, he just dipped out, bro. Like, he became a knight of God to prove loyalty, and he dipped out. And this is interesting. 14 years ago was the same year like Genie got kidnapped, like. So now I'm wondering, like, if whether Shanks was like part of the mission that who was sent to kidnap Genie, like. But I highly doubt it. But it's just a thought for thought, like food for thought. And maybe Shamrock, bro. Like, most people are wondering that Shamrock might be the one who kidnapped Ginny, and Shamrock is like the biological father of Jeweler Bonnie, because in one of Oda's like gender switch art, where we saw that Jewelry Bonnie looks very similar to Shanks. So, and Shamrock is like Shanks' twin brother. So there could be some connection there, So yeah. Anyways, with that, we see that King Harald like gladly accepts the promotion of getting the Holy Knight rank, and we see the elders and King Harald are walking towards the empty throne room, and the elders are like congratulating him because of his hard work, and we see that King Harald saying that he is very happy that they have finally come to this moment. Like, he thinks he's very close to the point where an Elbaf can join the world government, and he's like very happy that his goal is finally coming true. And we see the elders are walking, and King Harald are walking towards the empty throne, and King Harald also like continues saying that when Elbaf joins the world government, he's planning to retire and give the throne to someone young, who is more pure heart, like King Harald has planned to like give up his throne when Elbaf joins the world government, because he has done enough. His part is done, bro. Like, I think he gave his all into his role as the king of Elbaf, and he's just tired of it, And yeah, man, just when you thought that Harald's like dream, everything was coming to full fruition, at that moment, bro, it all came down, bro. We see that in the empty throne, they come in front of the empty throne. We see that someone tells King Harald that is a matter for Mu to decide, referring to the fact that King Harald said that he is planning to like give up the throne when Elbaf joins the world government. And we see someone talking from the empty throne, and it says that is a matter for Mu to decide. It's crazy, yeah. And yeah, who else would be? We see that Imu is sitting on the empty throne. This is insane, bro. Imu has always like emanating like infinite aura from sitting from the empty throne. And we see Harald is like shocked to see like someone sitting on the empty throne, and Imu says that, "Come closer. Mu has been watching thee, Harald." And bro, this is crazy. And we see like we see a massive amount of roar from the Panchaea castle, as Imu like gives Harald the mark of the, I think this is the second mark, like the deep sea contract. And Harald first had the shallow sea contract, which is the first rank. Like, Imu has like 3 tiers: the shallow sea contract, the deep sea contract, and the deep sea contract. And Harald is like now promoted to the deep sea contract. And bro, like, this is insane. Harald says that this power, bro, it's surging within me. It's chilling, bro. Like, Harald like can feel that he is getting like crazy power boost, like. It's insane, bro. And mind you, bro, like, this chapter has like crazy amount of scribbles. Like, it looks like it's unfinished, like just like the chapter when like Genie died, I think it was in chapter 1098 when Genie died, and this is like 1168 where like Ada dies. So man, like, maybe Oda was probably very emotional drawing this chapter, like just like Genie's one, bro, because maybe he was feeling bad for like offing Ada. Anyways, we see that Harald is like Harald's mark like changing, like this mark is very similar to the mark like Killingham's mark, Killingham's mark on the left hand, and this is insane, bro. Like the way Emu is granting powers, bro. Like it's it's crazy, bro. And we see that the elders are right beside King Harald when this process is taking place, and they're very like they're also like very overwhelmed, and like they're like chilled to see how Emu like gives out power, this immortality, and we see Mars reacting. So this is the power of immortality, and we see Workery like saying it still sends shivers down the spine. So yeah, bro is probably having PTSD from the time when Emu gave him the immortality, And we see Venus as well. He says he is now beyond any wild monster. He has been forged into a mighty weapon. And then Emu then continues speaking with Harald and says that consider thyself an immortal knight sworn to Emu. And Harald is like questioning Emu, like, immortal? I can't believe it. And Emu like then orders Harald to like carve an abyss pentagram in Elbaf that will mark the bond between them. And we see Harald then sailing away to Elbaf, and as King Emu's like we see Emu's like orders continuing. Thy dearest wish shall be finally granted. As soon as this last mission is completed, Elbaf will be recognized as a member nation of the world government. So yeah, Emu like is telling Harald that Elbaf will be granted to the world government if he like fulfills his last mission. Like his last mission is first of those last mission is to like carve an abyss in Elbaf, and the second one we'll find out later, and that is the reason why, that is the big mistake like King Emu was like referring to when Emu came to Elbaf. Like on that day, if Harald didn't make any mistake, Elbaf would already be under their control. So this is the second order was that Emu wants King Harald to make Elbaf into a military nation, and King Harald didn't like agree with it. And we see that King Harald like returning to Elbaf, and he's like sitting on his throne, and Emu like orders King Harald to like to turn Elbaf into a military nation and make them into warriors, for the world government, just like the Navy. And we see that King Harald is like refuses Emu to not follow the order, and Harald is like saying that everything he has done was to free Elbaf from violence. Like he doesn't want Elbaf to return to the warrior culture and like fighting, and we see that Harald and Emu are having their conversation. Like Emu is like talking to Harald in his mind, like this power, it's crazy, bro. Like it's in Emu is like literally like type of like possessing Harald at this point, like he's speaking through his mind, like, bro, like this is literally like selling your soul to the devil, bro. Like it's insane, bro. Like, bro, like Harald, bro, it was a foolish mistake, bro. Like the moment Harald saw Emu in the throne room, bro, he was finished, bro. Like you could tell, bro. Like it's insane, bro. And bro, like he has like the audacity, bro. Like I don't understand King Harald, bro. His foolishness, bro. Like he has made too many mistakes, bro. After watching Emu in the throne room, like how could you like even like continue following Emu? Like this is insane, bro. Like after seeing Emu, you should be aware that something ain't right, bro. Like something is off here, But Harald like continued like serving Emu, I think, for some time, and then like Emu's order came in to like turn Elbaf into a warrior nation, and Harald didn't agree with it. And we see that the all other King Harald soldiers are in the castle questioning, like, who is King Harald talking to in there? Like King Harald is talking to Emu by their mind, Emu is talking to King Harald in the mind, and the soldiers are wondering who is King Harald talking to. And we see that Emu is like, bro, this panel is insane, bro. Like we see Emu like on top of King Harald, like it's just like hypnosis, bro. It's insane, bro. Like a whirlpool, but like totally possessing Harald, bro. Like Harald is like moving on his own, It's insane, bro. Like he is like unable to like control himself now. It's crazy, bro. Emu says that thou vowed to atone for Elbaf's history, even at the cost of becoming a slave. I meant to carry that burden, Harald like says, I meant to carry that burden alone. Now Emu then furiously refutes Harald and says that the burden of such history is too great for thy to bear alone. Now hold thy tongue, thou cannot disobey more. So bro, this power, when you get into a rank of an holy knight and get the second Bismarck, that second deep sea contract, it's like giving yourself up to Emu, Emu can control anyone with the who has the deep sea mark and the deep sea mark. So from what we can tell, the shallow sea contract is just like a normal mark of which is given by the Gorosei for being a god still and knight, it's the lowest rank of the lowest tier of Emu. The second one, the deep sea contract, I think this probably grants you the regeneration abilities, which is immortality basically, and teleportation. I think these two. And the third one, which is the deep sea contract, is the one I think the Gorosei have that one, and the deep sea contract or the abyssal sea mark, I think that one has regeneration, transformation, and teleportation, So yeah, this could be the route Oda is going for. And bro, this is insane, bro. This is hype, bro. How Emu has crazy amount of tiers on how they give out powers to everyone, and or maybe the Gorosei are not even included on the deep sea contract. Maybe they have another platinum or gold level as well, above above the deep sea contract, this crazy, bro. And we see that King Harald is his body, he's moving on his own now, Harald, Emu is completely trying to possess Harald, and we see that Emu is continuing to explain to Harald those who enter into a deep sea contract may gain immortality and power, but it comes at the cost of total obedience. Thou will carry out Mu's orders regardless of thy own will. So this is insane, bro. Emu can control you in the deep sea mark when you have that. And we see that Harald is talking to himself this isn't good, I'm losing control, Elbaf. They were meant for it to become part of the fold. Curse at Emu. So yeah, Harald finally realizes that Emu and the world government have been using him so far all this time. And he was just blind to the fact all along. And he understood, he realized that it was too late, bro. And Emu completely possessing King Harald. And we see that King Harald shouting to his guards and telling them to come and stop him, and the guards are shocked, bro. What is your majesty? What is going on? And King Harald is ordering his men to chain him to the pillar, and he is telling the guard to quickly summon Jarul and his sons. Bro, this is crazy to see. And King Harald says that Hasdrudin, the soldiers tell King Harald that Hasdrudin is still out at sea. And we see Harald crawling towards the pillar, and Emu is totally trying to take over him, and we see the soldiers telling King Harald that Hasdrudin is still out at sea, and Loki is imprisoned after what happened. And Harald says that I can't resist for long. What exactly is this concerning your majesty? None of that matters now, release him. So yeah, King Harald is telling the guards to release Loki so that Loki can come and stop him, King Harald believes in Loki to stop him. It's insane, bro. And Hasdrudin, bro, he was out at sea, and that's why Hasdrudin didn't know what happened on that day, and he doesn't have the full picture. And Loki was imprisoned, and King Harald told his guards to let him free and to tell him to come to the castle to stop him, So yeah, we are finally in the moment, bro, the moment we've been waiting for, and to see what actually happened on that day, bro. This is insane. And we see the jail, realm of the dead. We see the guards in the prison telling Loki that you're free to go. And Loki, bro, we see that he was chilling in the prison. And bro, this is insane, bro. Every Loki panel is just top notch, man. It's just hype, bro. This none, he's just aura, bro. And we see the guards telling Loki to head to the Quest Castle at once. The king requires your presence. And we also see Jaru, the guards also informing Jaru to go to the castle as well. And the narrator takes place here, and narrator explains that, and so we return to where this tale began. The day of the castle massacre, when Elbaf's most beloved king, Harald the Benevolent, lost his life. One Piece chapter 1168, and break next week. That's it, guys. That's where the chapter ends, and bro, like this is insane, bro. Like, so yeah, we're finally on the point where I feel like how many chapters? For 16 chapters, I think. We're finally at the moment where this whole flashback started. What the reason why the whole flashback started was to see what happened to King Harald and like Loki's confession of what actually happened on that day. You know, like so, and we're finally here after 16 chapters and like big fiction, bro. Like we had like Roxy Zubek revealed, we had the God Valley incident, and we had Roger Garb teaming up against Roxy Zubek, Emu pulling up to God Valley. Like so much happened, bro. Like bro, like this flashback has been one of my top notch, and we're finally getting to the like main part of the flashback, you know, like. And remember, guys, Shanks and Gabon, they're also nearby during this day, you know, like they were on Elbaf, so the next chapter is gonna be that chapter. We are about to see like Loki go crazy against King Harald, bro. Like this, mind you, King Harald is now like being controlled by Emu, and also is immortal, you know. So, bro, like I wonder how did even like Loki stop King Harald, you know? Like this is crazy. Like did Loki, because we still have not seen how to like beat the immortal like part of it, you know, like with Zebek, we saw Zebek was Domi Reversed, so it makes sense. We saw that Domi Reversed can be undone with extreme amount of critical mass haki, you know. But King Harald's situation is a bit different because he is just like the Holy Knights, you know, like, and he has the immortality on top of it, and he's also being possessed by Emu, I think, at this time. My God, bro, this is crazy, bro. So the guards were actually like trying to stop King Harald when we saw that panel in 1152 of all of them trying to pierce Harald, but it was not working because Harald is immortal at this point, you know. And at that point, we saw the Loki and Jaru like coming into the castle and saying that same. So yeah, we're finally gonna see next chapter what happens, bro. Like it's insane. We also have the Elbaf Devil Fruit, you know. Like I wonder what Devil Fruit, like legendary Devil Fruit Elbaf had, and that was stolen on this day. So someone, one of the Holy Knights might come to Elbaf and try and steal the Devil Fruit, you know. And bro, like this is crazy, bro. Like I'm so hyped for next chapter, and we're finally going to see the Loki's full power, I think, bro. Like maybe a glimpse of it because this is a flashback, so I doubt Oda is gonna show the full like Loki's full like strength in this flashback, but we're like slowly getting there, and I think we have about like 2-3 chapters until and we're gonna cut back to the present time, you know. After this one, like Loki and the Herald stuff like happens, I think we'll most likely see like a bit of like Loki and Shanks, so you know how like Loki got tied up into the tree and what happened between Loki and Shanks, like why Loki hates Shanks so much. So I'm super hyped, bro. Like these last few chapters of the year are gonna be insane, bro. So yeah, like I can't wait for it. And there is a break next week, unfortunately. But bro, let's be honest, man. Oda has been cooking non-stop, so he deserves it. He deserves every bit of rest to give us more peak fiction. And anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.